Hey yo, if you guys are ready to get going, let me see those airplane emojis in the chat. Hey, wait. Oh yeah. I see you, I see you. Okay, I guess you guys are ready. I guess you're ready. You waiting for me, huh? You waiting for me? Is that an ATR? Hello. Doing a little bit of plane spotting here in Johannesburg in South Africa. Representing South African Airways, FlyByWire Airways. Delta in the house, Lufthansa in the house, Botswana Air in the house. What? Watch me. I wonder where that came from. I don't know where that came from. Sweet. Don't you love plane spotting a little bit? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll bring it down. Bring the camera up. Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited today. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm excited for today's flight? What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue. We are in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's been a long time coming. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. It's good to see you guys. Hopefully, you guys are having a great week so far. Man, so as you can tell, we've got a little something special going on today. So I finally got AIG working. That is, if you don't know what that is, AIG is like a model matching thing for Microsoft Flight Sim. I believe it also works for P3D. But basically, it puts in, you know, models of aircraft and liveries of the appropriate airlines at the airports that you're at. So all those planes you see, that ATR, for example, is actually an AI aircraft based off a real-world flight plan that is taking off or taxiing to take off to go somewhere. Where, I don't know. So a lot of planes you see at the gate are that. We are also going to be on VATSIM. In fact, I think we're already on VATSIM. So not sure which of these people are VATSIM planes and which of them are AI. That's kind of the fun of it for me. And also, I actually don't think we're on Microsoft's multiplayer. We're only on VATSIM and using the AIG thing. So, but big shout out to the homies at VATSIM in VATSIM South Africa and Zambia. They're giving us a really good amount of ATC coverage out here as we fly through Africa. I am so honored to have them on board with us today. So big shout out to all my ATC controllers that are helping out today. So we'll get our IFR clearance and all that stuff. And yes, there's a Delta at the gate. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Delta flies out here. I don't know if they fly on a 321, but I'm pretty sure Delta flies to Africa. Yeah, you got to get there somehow, right? Unless it's a real person. It might be a real person. Who knows? Who knows? We're at Johannesburg. I don't have any payware scenery for it. This is the default version. It probably looks nothing like the real thing. Sad day. But we'll have to get us some Johannesburg scenery in the future. We're also running the updated. Where's my plane at? Let me go find my plane real quick. Hold on. There it is. This is our FlyByWire A320neo South African livery. Now, in real life, from what I have researched, South African Airways does not fly the neo. They only fly the regular 320 and the 19. But we don't have that privilege yet in Microsoft Flight Sim yet. Hint, hint, Phoenix. Yeah, so this is what we're rocking today. A very nice looking livery. And yes, I did update it to have the EFB on the FO side. So today we will be flying on the first officer side, which is going to be a challenge in itself, but we're going to make it happen, all right? So let's hop inside. Walk around is complete. And we'll get everything pulled up. A lot of new things have happened since the last time we played Microsoft Flight Sim. I think is why there's so much exciting things going on for me today, because we also have a new version of Toolbar Pushback, and we'll bring the music volume down a lot, all the way down. Matter of fact, we'll turn it off completely. But thank you guys for enjoying my vibes. If you guys are interested in any of the music that I listen to on stream, you can check out Epidemic Sound or type in !music. That'll bring you to my own Spotify playlist. So anyways, if we go to our toolbar here, we'll go to Toolbar Pushback, and here it is. A lot of you guys, if you've been watching live streams in the past couple days, you've probably seen it, you've already heard about it, you already know about it. But if you don't, Toolbar Pushback is a pushback plugin. That's the basic way I can explain it, and I've always been using it since it came out. But finally, they added a feature called pre-plan pushback, which is freaking amazing. So we can actually pre-plan our pushback now, even though we are nowhere near ready to actually push back. But just to show you guys this really quickly, I'll bring this up. Takes a second to load, and it works just like better pushback on X-Plan 11, which is exactly what we all wanted. So we hit click on left control and then scroll wheel down, and that's going to zoom in and out, and we can just kind of zoom in out on the map. And we know we can only really go one direction when we push back out of this specific parking spot. We're at gate 38, I believe. So if I just scroll wheel without clicking control, we can put ourselves right over here. Now it's kind of glitching around, and that's mainly because of Microsoft Flight Sim's mouse glitchy bug. My mouse is just kind of glitching all over the place. I think it's trying to get between my Xbox controller and my mouse. So put it right here on the line. Ah, shoot. How do I delete that? All right, so delete to get rid of it. So I'm trying to put it here. How do I move around? I think if I, oh, that's not what I want to do. Hold on, that's not what I want to do. All right, here we go. So if I, no, how do I pan? Is there a pan? How do I pan? Right click? No. Right click, what does right click do? Delete that. Let's put it right there. All right, we got it. So once it gets in place, we hit enter, and it's pre-planned. So we can come back and request pushback when we're ready. But for now, we'll get the aircraft started. Oh, we need one more thing within Toolbar Pushback. You can do this in the FlyByWire A320 mod as well. I prefer to do it through here. Click on Jetway. That'll bring the Jetway out to us. Here it comes. Andrin Scott, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Benjamin Flores, hello. Rocket Gaming, welcome to the stream as well. HDMI, welcome back to the stream as well, man. Yes, I absolutely, it's probably my favorite and most must-have third-party add-on for Microsoft Flight Sim on PC. There it is, South African Airways. Oh, it can take a drink. I didn't know I could do that. Pretty cool. Open up the flight pad. And you know what? No, we're gonna slide over to the right side. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna sit on this side today. This is my seat, so I need to set a view to be here. Hold on, I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna save this view, and then I'm gonna go over here. And do I have any open views? Not really. All my views are occupied. I don't want to get rid of that one, but we might get rid of that one. I don't know. Oh, there we go. All right, well, that's good. All right, so in the first FOC, I'm gonna go up and click on the battery 1, battery 2, and hold on, before I do this. So yesterday, a lot of you guys know I work on the ramp now, and yesterday we did something a little bit different than usual, and I had to come in and work real early. And the way it works, at least at my, I know things kind of vary at different airports and different airlines, but where I work, for the very first flight of the day, you always have to do aircraft cleaning and a security check. And this is something I never really had to do because we never had the first flight of the day. It was always like the plane would fly in from somewhere else and then get to us. So the first flight of that aircraft's day, it has to do this thing. So we did it. Long story short, I can tell you more about the rest of it, but the interesting part for me was that we were able to walk onto a cold and dark aircraft, which is so freaking dope. I literally walked into the cockpit and it's just black, just all the screens off, completely powered off. I'm like, this is so cool. But the pilots eventually walked in, and you know, I was in the plane cleaning it and stuff. They walked in and they turned it on, and I could hear. I wasn't in the cockpit. I was like between rows 1 and 9, but I could hear the pilots turning on everything, and I recognized every single sound because of Flight Sim. And I was like, man, the sim, the TOLUS A319, the Flight Factor A320, Microsoft's FlyByWire, all these planes sound exactly like the real thing when you turn them on. So I say all that to say, power it on. There it is. That's exactly what it sounds like. You hear all that kicking in. Oh, it's so cool. It's my first time doing this since that shift. All right, so seatbelt signs on, no smoking signs on. Nav lights on. We'll leave the fuel pumps off for now. Crew supply, ground control. We'll get the ADers going. Boom, boom. Let's go ahead and get connected to the right frequency because we do have ATC online. I don't want to take forever. I know those people have lives. So let's see. We do have Johannesburg ATIS on 126.2. We'll see if we can actually get that. Now, some of my views are still going to be based on the captain seat because it would just be too much of a hassle for me to go back and change it. So, all right, 126.2. Other way. 126.2. There it is.
QNH1022. Transponder will remain on standby until runway entry. Confirm you have information.
Hey, my mouse is doing some really weird stuff.
For Tampa International Airport information. 1630. Departing runway 21 right. Arriving runway 21 left. Zone BMC. Expect hills approach. Transition level surface wind 180 degrees, 5 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. View 2,000 feet. Temperature +17. Dew point +15. QNH1022. Transponder will remain on standby until runway entry. Confirm you have information.
Alright, we have information Delta QNH1022. We'll switch over to 121.9. That is going to be ground. And we could also do it on this side, which should be pretty fun. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to do as much stuff from the first officer side as possible. Matter of fact, even my setup today, this is actually my right hand, this is my left hand. My setup today is actually I have the joystick on the right today to kind of give me a little bit of authenticity, you know what I mean? So anyway, so we kind of already imported our data link flight plan in from SimBrief right into our MCDU. So I think I've already done it. We'll go over to init now. Init request, that should import all the flight plan in from the uplink. And that should be good, and we'll go ahead and get our ATC clearance.
Information Delta is not current.
Alright, Delta's current. We'll go ahead and get our clearance here. I'm going to go ahead and align IRS first. Align on the reference. Confirm. Return. Alright, beautiful. Alright, let me get my... Oh, not that side. I want this side. I want to be over here. I wonder, how do I reset my default view? Like on Microsoft Flight Sim, when you hit F, it brings you to the default view. What if I want that view somewhere else? How do I change that? Or is it like a hassle? I'm probably not going to change it today. Alright, getting all the screens brightened up a little bit for us. That looks good. Iris is aligning and we are on ground. We'll go ahead and get clearance. Let me get my notes ready so I can copy IFR to the airport we're flying to. I didn't even tell you guys. So we're in Johannesburg, Foxtrot Alpha Oscar Romeo, FAOR, that's where we are right now in South Africa, and we're headed to Zambia, a place called Lusaka, Foxtrot Lima Kilo FLKK. That is where we're going to today. So if you guys would like to join us, come through. We are on VATSIM. If not, then of course I have a window seat for you. Enjoy the ride and then enjoy the free snacks. Where's my notes at? There they are. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and make sure my push to talk is set up correctly. That is beautiful. And our call sign today is Springbok 116. I love that. That's so cool. Such an interesting name. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our IFR. And we have information. Johannesburg, ground, Springbok 116, looking for IFR to Lusaka with information Delta.
Springbok 116, good evening, Johannesburg ground. You are cleared to Lusaka, flight level 390 on request. After departure, runway 21 right, comply with the VASUR 3 Bravo SID. Initial climb 8,000 feet, departure frequency 124.5, squawk 1322.
I love his accent, by the way. Bit of Lusaka, departure runway 21 right, VASUR 3 Bravo, departure expecting 8,000, departures on 124.5, and squawking 1322, Springbok 116.
Springbok 116, read back correct, QNH 1022, report ready for the push and start.
Alright, we'll report when ready for push and start, thank you, Springbok 116. Alright, beautiful.
Delta 4418 on the frequency.
All right, we're expecting 8,000 feet today. Mate, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Chief Sim Pilot in the building, bro. Really enjoyed your stream yesterday. Landing.
For Delta 4418.
Can't remember where you're landing at, but
Delta 4418, wrong squawk. Please squawk 1344. 1344 for Delta 4418.
And that voice on chat, on frequency, is the homie Flyboy. What's up, bro? Flying with us in the Delta A320. So thanks for flying with me today, man. We've been trying to do a flight together for a while, and the time just, is just never on our side. So it's good to see him flying with us today. Really appreciate that, man. All right, so we need to squawk. We need to squawk 1322. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. Uno, I know that's Spanish. 1322. There we go. That's in there for now. Let's go ahead and do our flight plan. So it's pretty simple. Again, we imported the majority of it. All we need to do is put in our departure. So we're expecting runway 21 right. That's I think it's the farther away runway, but that's okay. Oh no, it's not. Cool. So we're departing south on 21 right. It is the closest southbound runway we can get. Elevation's 5,500. Sorry, 5,500 feet is elevation here in Johannesburg. Pretty high. Didn't realize it was that high. I'm gonna click here on our departure airport, go to departure, and we'll look for 21 right. There's 21 right. Click the button next to it, and our departure is the VASUR 3 Bravo, if we can find it. There it is, the last one right there. A springbok is an antelope, South Africa's national animal. Oh, I did not know that. I knew springbok was an animal. I just, if you put a bunch of pictures of animals, I wouldn't know what a springbok is. But I do know that it exists, and the reason why is because of The Hunter, Call of the Wild, the hunting game. They have an Africa map and have springboks on there, and I may have claimed a few trophies of that springbok. Anyways, so VASUR 3 Bravo, I think it is via VASUR, I believe, is the transition to. Yes, it is. So there's gonna be no transition there. So hit insert, and we're just gonna make sure that it ends at VASUR, and it does. It ends at EVIPI, TAVLA, DANAM. We'll go all the way down to the bottom, and we'll go to FLKK. We don't have an arrival, which is kind of weird that we don't have an arrival. But it is telling us for runway 10. What I'm gonna do, because I did find that there's an arrival that makes sense for us to go in from the south, and I would personally prefer to do an arrival than just fly straight into the ILS. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It's going to be the IXELO 1 Alpha. I think I'm gonna 10 right. Yeah, IXELO 1 Alpha is what we're gonna try to take, and we'll see if that works out. And well, it also depends on what we get for ATC. If we get ATC in the area, it depends on what they give us too. So there is an ILS for 10, so we'll take the ILS for 10 unless we change it to the RNAV or something. There it is, ILS 10. There it is, IXELO 1 Alpha, that's what we want. Hello RP Beastie, welcome to the stream. BKG Blueface, what up, man? Welcome to the stream, good to see you. You've been having a bug on flights that cause your FPS to drop significantly. I think, honestly, I'm actually having the same problem. I did a longer flight yesterday, and it seemed that I was having a similar issue. LW. I don't know that we want to do that. Let's do Novia. We'll just do vectors. We'll vector ourselves. Alright, insert that. Benjamin Polos, welcome to the stream. Don, welcome as well. Good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's go make sure we don't have any discontinuities. We should have one towards the end. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure. Alright, so we've gotten our flight plan in. Now let's go back to fuel. Let's fuel the baby up. And we're just gonna do instant fueling because I should have started that process a while ago. But for fuel going to Lusaka, Zambia, we are going to need we are going to need, I guess I could look here too, but we're gonna need, that right, 13,646 pounds. By the way, guys, our flight time is looking like 1 hour and 45 minutes for this flight. A little long. So right here, we need 13,000. We'll go with 14,000 even, taking account a few go-arounds. It keeps jumping from like 5. This mouse thing is getting ridiculous right now. Alright, we'll leave it there, that's fine. Alright, instant fuel. Alright, insta fuel. Munching fruit, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I am on the experimental version. I just saw a tweet like hours ago that they added on the experimental version the EFB on the right side. So this is a very new feature that did not exist recently. Alright, so that's good. All we need to do now is go into our, not that one, we're gonna use this one today. No, I'm just gonna reset my camera and put it there. There we go. Alright, so to use this one, let's go to flight plan init, next page, and put in our 0 fuel weight and our block fuel. There we go. And then we'll go to perf. Flaps is gonna be 1. Transition out here is 8,000 feet. We'll do flex 4.6. And then we'll put our V speeds in. So V speed will be 121. Uh-oh, where does C come from? 122. And 126. Beautiful. We'll be taking off clean at 183 knots. So we'll go to next phase and put 1, not C, 183. And basically what that means is that, you know, when the flaps go up, we'll continue climbing at 183 knots. So that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, we're all set. MTDU is done. We already got our squawk code. We got fuel. We got packs. We got a load sheet. Let's get the APU turned on. Actually, hold on. First, we'll turn on the pumps. And then we'll get our APU turned on. APU's powered up. APU flap is open. APU start. So some of those noises you guys were hearing earlier too were actually like when the door opens on the aircraft, you actually can hear the exterior sounds of like planes next to us, you know, all that stuff. So there's Flyboy on our right there in the Delta. Yes, I am on VATSIM today. And listen to that APU fire up. There it is. All right, back inside. It should be available. Yep, it is. APU bleed on. And we'll disconnect external power. Okay, I want to be over here. I really want to be over here. I really want. I'm just gonna save this view as this button. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Alright, am I forgetting anything, guys? We good to go? Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect the jetway and call a pushback truck. There it is, jetway is out of here. And we're actually going to watch the pushback from the outside because we can do that now. Alright, let's go ahead and call for our pushback clearance. We are again at gate 38. And we have information Delta. Johannesburg ground Springbok 116 is at gate 38. Information Delta, ready for push and start.
Springbok 116, push and start, approved, face east.
Pushback and start, approved, facing east, Springbok 116. Alright, beautiful. Call up the pushback truck.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
so I'm gonna do something fun today, and we're gonna be a wing walker in the sim. Yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do.
Ground Delta 4418 question. Is ready for push and start.
So I'm gonna change my camera speed.
Delta 4418, you have a Springbok pushing to your left, but push and start approved after him, and just make sure not to hit him. Copy that, push and start approved after the Springbok.
Hey, FlyByWire will be alright. He's a professional pushback driver too. Alright, so to get our okay, get all that stuff out the way. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're gonna get our batons, our wands, our lightsabers. I'll walk back here, make sure everything is clear, everything is moved out the way. Hold on, I'm gonna release it in a second. Alright, he's clear. Parking brake release.
Parking brakes are released.
We're using AIG traffic add-on today. I finally got it working. Alright, he's pushing. All by himself. I'm gonna turn this off. We're just wing walking. That's all we're doing. When you're wing walking, you always want to make sure nothing's coming. So keep your head looking around. Doing a very good job there, Mr. Pushback Driver. That's basically what it looks like whenever you're wing walking. And we'll start the engines up, starting with engine 2 today, actually. And y'all take a listen to this. Oh, baby. Yes, the pre-planning pushback is an absolute game changer. Alright guys, starting engine 2.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Parking brake set. Ground, you may disconnect. Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, we're gonna go check for the pin. The pin goes right here. We'll walk backwards. And we're showing the flag. Put the flag up. And he'll do this out of here. So what I should have done to help out FlyByWire is I should have pushed back like a lot farther back to give him space to push out in front of me. But we have pre-planned ours before we planned for that.
Johannesburg ground, American 14 checking in, requesting time.
American 14, welcome to Johannesburg. Today at polling point until you contact ground for taxi, Kentucky gate 0958.
Go ahead and use on that. Sorry about that.
Cool.
That sounds so good. It really does. It's so beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna put the camera in here and get ready for the drive-by. Let's get our taxi clearance. Go back inside. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. We have 2 good engines. Let's go turn the APU off. And the nose runway turn off. Taxi lights. APU bleed
Delta
off.
4418, just tell me the American ahead of you in the way. Yeah, I told you to go
where
right.
did Delta go? Where did he push back? Oh, he's over there, bro. This is what you call a professional pushback driver right here. The home, yeah.
Yeah, we have the traffic inside.
Delta Flyboy. Alright, we'll taxi
Delta
after him.
4418, you can taxi holding point Quebec, runway 21 right via India.
Thank you so much,
Alpha,
Nitin,
and
for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family.
India Alpha Quebec 21 right, Delta 4418.
India Alpha Quebec. Alright. Johannesburg Tower, or sorry, ground. Springbok 116 is ready to taxi also.
Springbok 116, follow the Delta 8020 to holding point Quebec, runway 21 right.
Alright, we'll follow the Delta 320 over to 21 right at holding point Quebec, Springbok 116. Alright, so let's get going before he leaves us. I don't want to get lost. Flap set and all that good stuff. Uh-oh, I don't want that side, I want this side. There we go. Parking brake released. We are rolling. Okay, that's too fast. I just want to go a little bit. Alright, I failed that transition. That's okay. Alright, just gonna follow him. We are using the nose wheel tiller just with my twist of my joystick. We're gonna taxi on behind him. Our flaps are set though. We're also gonna arm our spoilers here, get that door locked. There we go, and something else I'm forgetting. What is it? What is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, auto brakes. And also, one last thing we must do before we depart is the safety briefing. So stand by for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. We hope you have a great flight with South African Airways today. Now, nothing is more important to us than your safety. So, even if you're a frequent flyer, we'd appreciate your attention while we take you through some of the safety features of this aircraft.
Hello. And a warm South African welcome to everyone on board. Civil aviation regulations require your compliance with the illuminated passenger information signs, posted placards, and all instructions from the flight crew. For your safety and that of your fellow passengers, your baggage must now be securely stowed in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. If you're seated at an emergency exit, your hand luggage cannot be stored under the seat or on the floor, but must go into an overhead compartment. When opening these compartments, please take care, as some of the items may have shifted. Seatbelt signs are visible throughout the cabin. Whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt by pushing the flat metal end of the belt into the buckle. Adjust the belt by pulling the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap to release the buckle. For your own safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight. Seatbelts for infants will be provided by the crew. The use of all portable electronic devices is restricted during taxi, takeoff, and landing. Transmitting devices equipped with flight mode or its equivalent may be used in flight once the seatbelt signs have been switched off. Ensure that your device is turned to flight mode now. Transmitting devices not equipped with flight mode present a risk to the aircraft navigational system and must remain switched off throughout the flight. Please consult the safety guide in Sawubona magazine for a list of devices approved for use during the flight. Smoking is strictly prohibited on all South African Airways flights. All toilets are monitored by smoke detectors. Attempting to smoke during this flight is a serious offense and is punishable by law. The cabin pressure in this aircraft is carefully controlled. Should there be a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above you. Remain seated and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Secure it with the elastic band and continue to breathe normally. You may now assist children or other passengers seated next to you. Even when oxygen is flowing freely, the bag will not inflate.
Thank you, Stealth Speedway, for the follow.
There is a
Welcome to
life
the Blue Arrow
jacket either
family.
under or between the seats. When instructed by the crew, remove the jacket from its pouch and pull it over your head. Bring the tape around your waist and fasten the clips in front.
All right, guys, I
Only
think we're
inflate your
almost
life jacket
here.
when you reach the exit.
Oh no, that's
Pull
British
the toggle
Airways taxiing to the
sharply
right. I
downwards.
thought that was
You can
320.
reinflate the life jacket by blowing into the mouthpiece. A whistle is provided.
The weather's
to attract
wrong. It's very
attention,
cloudy.
and
Oh,
a
that
light
sucks.
will automatically illuminate when in water. Life jackets, for instance,
Can't win
will be
every time,
provided
huh?
by
Can't
the crew.
win.
In certain emergency situations, the cabin crew may give the brace command.
That's a long
Immediately
737
assume this
flight.
position.
British
Wait for
Airways.
further instructions from the crew. Prior to takeoff, take a moment to locate the emergency exit nearest to your seat. In an emergency, clearly visible emergency lights will direct you to these exits. If you are seated in a designated exit row, you may be called upon to open the exit door in an emergency. Please open the exit door as demonstrated. Exit
Delta
slides
4418,
are
contact
available
tower
at every main exit.
18.10.
This Airbus 340 has 8 main
18.102,
emergency
Delta
exits.
4418.
Oh
There are
shoot.
4 main exit doors forward of the wing and 4 main exit doors aft of the wing.
Towers on
There's a safety card in the seat
118.1.
pocket in front of you. Please read it to refamiliarize yourself with the safety features of this aircraft. We are now preparing for takeoff. Ensure that your seat back is in the upright position, that your tray table
I didn't know
and
British
footrest
Airways
are
did
folded
domestic
away
flights in
and
South
that your
Africa.
seatbelt
That's cool.
is fastened. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask any of our cabin crew, who would be more
Come
than
up
willing to
116,
assist.
contact Johannesburg Tower
Ladies and
18.102.
gentlemen, on behalf of all of
All right,
us
over to
at
tower
South African
118.102. Springbok 16.
Fly. And we thank you for flying with us.
Yeah, that's news to me. I did not know that British Airways flew in South Africa. That's pretty cool. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed the safety briefing. Make sure your seatbelts are all good. I'll be taking off here in just a couple minutes. On runway 21 right, out of Johannesburg. We have an hour and 45-minute flight north to Lusaka, Zambia. Foxtrot Lima Kilo Kilo. Be cruising at 39,000 feet today. And I hope that Delta's going the right way because I'm just following him. Alright, let's go ahead and switch over to that frequency because we don't know what they're saying. So 121.1. No, 118.1. Come on, we were there. There it is. Alright, holding point Quebec is right in front of us, so we'll hold there. This is our first and only leg for today, yes.
Delta 4418, runway 21 right, cleared for takeoff, surface winds 190 at 05 knots.
21 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 4418.
Alright, I'm gonna hold it right there. Wrong side, I keep forgetting I'm flying on this side today. Oops, sorry. Alright, for departure guys, off of 21 right, we're expecting a heading of runway heading until we are, looks like 9 DME. Can't go any higher than 8,000 until approved. Make a right turn 2901 until 15 DME from Johannesburg VOR. And then another right turn 351 to climb via the VASUR 3 Bravo. And let's go ahead and let them know we're ready. Johannesburg Tower, Springbok 116 is holding short 21 right at holding point Quebec. We are ready to go.
Springbok 116, runway 21 right, line up and wait.
21 right, line up and wait. Springbok 116. Alright, strobe lights on, land lights on. Beacon lights should have been on already. Takeoff lights all on, wing lights are on, and all call.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
And that, my friend, sounds like the voice of V1 Simulations. Shout out to him. Alright, we are FO today. Finals clear. And I think that Delta's already airborne. Alright guys, I am not looking at chat
Delta
while we
4418,
are
report
taking
pointing
off.
altitude to Johannesburg Approach 124.5. Have a safe flight.
124.5, that's 4418.
That's what I forgot. Is departure frequency 1245. We're fine. All right, that's our departure frequency. We'll get that after we take off. And boom. All right, and waiting for them. I don't see the Delta. I guess he's clear. We'll just wait for our clearance to take off. What up, water drinker?
Springbok 116, runway 21 right, cleared for takeoff, surface winds 190 at 05 knots.
21 right, clear for takeoff, Springbok 116. Alright guys, flex in the chat, flex in the chat, let's go. There's a flex. Nope. There's a flex, no, there's a flex. I couldn't find a flex, there's a flex. Airspeed is alive, 100 knots, and V1, rotate, let's go.
Do you have any questions about the safety features of this aircraft? Go ahead, please ask.
And Europe, Europe.
Use electronic cigarettes has never led on any flight. Tampering with disabling or destroying smoke detectors and excess pressure within the federal offense and could result in a fine. For your convenience, this aircraft has 3 restrooms, one in the front of the cabin.
I don't know what she's saying or why, but okay. Oh, we forgot the, what you call it. And Squawk Charlie. There we go.
Springbok 116, report passing altitude to Johannesburg Approach 124.5. Have a safe flight.
Thanks for the ATC. Switching over to approach, Springbok 116. Alright, that's the homie right there on tower. Big shout out to him. Thank you very much, my friend. Alright, switching over to approach 1245. Johannesburg Approach. Springbok 116 is level at 8,000.
Springbok 116, get identified 8,000 under radar control. Climb now, flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, Springbok 116. Alright, up to 15,000 feet, guys. 15,000 feet. There we go. And there we go. Flaps up. We're already on autopilot. We're not using the Thrustmaster yoke today. We are using Thrustmaster's TCA joystick and throttle today. We're also
Springbok 116, proceed direct to VASUR.
Direct to VASUR. Springbok 116. Alright, that's a big
Delta
nice
4418, contact Johannesburg now, 128 decimal.
Alright, here we go.
5.
Let's give me a right turn.
Yeah, sorry. 118 decimal 5, enjoy the rest of your flight. 118 decimal 5, thanks for your service, Delta 4418.
And we'll look out for that next frequency change to center on 1285. And we can do it on this side too if we want. Right? Maybe not, I don't know. Is it 1285? Yes, water drinker stereo cockpit does apply to streams. Alright, 1285. And I'm not supposed to be looking at chat right now. Alright, outside for a second. Oh snap, my plane view is over there. Okay. We are departing Johannesburg. Sweet.
Springbok 116, contact Johannesburg now, frequency 128 decimal 5. Enjoy the rest of your flight, ciao.
Thank you very much. Over to center, 128.5. Ciao. Springbok 116. Alright, BBJ20, welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Over to center. Again, super excited and hyped, and just thank you so much, ATC, for giving us full coverage out here. I mean, I've never actually flown in Africa with ATC, and it makes it so much more enjoyable. So we're cleared up to 15,000 feet. We were passing 14,000, and we're gonna call up center right now. Johannesburg Center, Pushback 116 is passing flight level 140 for 150.
Springbok 116 Johannesburg area, good day. You can continue your climb, flight level 250.
Up to flight level 250, Springbok 116. Alright, he's now clearing us to 25,000 feet.
And Delta 4418, direct TAVLA.
And not only
TAVLA, Delta 4418.
are they giving us some good vector or some good coverage, they're also giving us some great shortcuts as well. I heard him getting one a second ago. So we're direct to VASUR. I don't know why the flight plan, when we put direct, it did not actually do present position. It did from somewhere else. So now we're actually turning to go direct to VASUR. We should have flown from the exact spot we were at and went straight to VASUR, but you know, I think it's okay. ATC doesn't seem too bothered by it, so I think we're all good. We're about 35 miles from VASUR, it's 33 to be exact. And departure's looking good. We'll go ahead and unarm our
FedEx 446 Charlie, notes at ATC for you, sir. You can monitor and you come on to 2 decimal, have a safe flight, sir.
unarm our spoilers. How high are we?
FedEx 446 Chevy, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So turn off our land lights. Land lights are gonna come off at above 10,000. Again, our airport elevation was 5,000 today. Crazy, right? Alright, so landing lights off, nose gear landing lights off, wing lights off. We'll leave the strobes on, leave the beacons on, leave the nav lights on. Seatbelts, we'll go ahead and turn those off for now. Emergency lights are armed. We're all good on the overhead. Flaps are up and clean. We're climbing at about 290 knots indicated and passing 18,000. Standard is already in there. Beautiful. Outside we go. Airbus, you're now descending into Denver. We'll have a good landing, man. Which camera add-on am I using? None. I'm just using Microsoft's default camera.
And Springbok 116, climb flight level 350.
Up to flight level 350, Springbok 116. Alright, and now we're cleared to 35,000. And good to go. Alright, back outside. Honestly, like, the view I'm getting right now, because I'm not from Africa. I mean, I know I'm African American, but I've never been to Africa. I don't know much about Africa. All I know is like the wilderness part, the part, like the desert part, the mountain part, the part that people are not really living in. And so flying over to South Africa, where it's like a lot of cities and houses and businesses and just like a whole other world. It looks a lot similar to, like, you know, any other major city or economic area in the world, you know. Kevin Lee, am I a pilot? No, not yet. I'm working on it. Water drink, what is my everyday job? I do a couple things. I do this now. This is one of my jobs, I would say. I also do graphic design and web design. That is my main full-time job. I also work part-time on the ramp at the airport, and then again I do this. So that's what basically my life is right now. But again, I'm not using any camera add-ons. The only camera add-on up to flight level 390, Springbok 116. I absolutely love my call sign, Springbok. That's just so cool. I don't know why I didn't know that before. What was I saying before he interrupted me? 390. Beautiful. What was I talking about? I don't even know what I was talking about. Something about planes and flying or ramp. No idea. Oh, camera. The only camera add-on I could say I'm using is flight control replay.
Shout out to my boy Blue, one of the best pushback driver in IH.
Nah, not me. That's you. I learned what I learned from him. What was I gonna say? Dang it, camera. Yeah, flight control replay is what I use, but it only works for replay. You could obviously, I could record this entire flight on Flight Control Replay and go back and play it back. So that's one thing I'm using, but we won't really see that in action until the end of our flight when we're doing our replay. I know the Microsoft Flight Sim's built-in replay in the development version is kind of buggy, so honestly the Flight Control Replay works pretty well for me personally. Now, how far along am I on hours when it comes to flying real planes? I only have 1 hour right now. The video that I posted recently of my discovery flight, that was my first hour, and I have not flown again since, so hopefully I can get some more hours in soon. And to kind of put it out there really quickly, because I know you guys are going to ask, because I've told this story a bunch of times, and hopefully I can tell a different story soon. Look at these clouds. See, this is the overcast you guys were talking about earlier. But right now, me and my family are focused on getting a house. So it's pretty hard to get a house and get a pilot license at the same time, because they're both very expensive things to do. So working on that, but that's happening very soon. We've already gone on a contract and we're already building a house and working on that. So once I get done with that, hopefully I can start putting money towards my own personal pilot ambitions, because that's really a personal dream, right? So gotta take care of the family first, but that's where I'm at right now. I only have 1 hour right now. I have thousands of hours in flight simulation, in Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So, again, kind of where I'm at right now is just learning everything I can learn about aviation and meeting all the people I can meet in aviation, you know, coming from flight sim and whatnot. So that's kind of the goal. And then one of the reasons I got my job at the airport is because I want to be around the jets. I want to be around the planes and kind of, you know, and grow myself in aviation. And I absolutely love it. I love working on the ramp. I love smelling the Jet A fuel. I love hearing the planes taking off. I don't mind working in the rain and the snow because I just love aviation so much. So yesterday I went to work for the red-eye flight early in the morning, and it was raining and cold all day, but I really wasn't tripping. I know, right? If we could only use our flight sim hours for real-world training, like to go towards our real-world training, like that would be amazing. Maybe one day. But I feel like the amount of hours to get certain things would be a lot more. Ego, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Good to see you. You guys can probably hear my dog scratching at the door, which means I'm gonna have to let him in because he's gonna annoy me this entire time. My camera looks weird today. Maybe it's because it's farther away. Is my chair down? Like, am I sitting lower? Oh, I am. I was sitting lower. My chair was like squat down. I was like, man, I feel like I'm short today or something. I mean, I am, but you know, I feel shorter. Anyways, let me step away and let the dog in, or he'll just annoy me. I'm gonna enjoy this wing view, or this one, or this one, or this one. Actually, no, I like this one back here. This is my spot behind the wing. There it is. I like that one. We're gonna do that today. Big. Alright, I'm gonna save that. And I'm not going for long. I'm just gonna walk over there, let the dog in, come right back. Hold on. Hold up. Go. Know the drill. You know the drill. When you knock on the door, you gotta say hi to the people. Say hi. Wave. Other foot. Wave. Alright, that's blue, guys. Always, like, he decides me to carry him after he walks, when he's all stinky, you know. Anyway, that's Blue, by the way. His name is Blue. Anyways, where was I? Did I miss any comments?
Springbok 196, what's the name of your dog?
His name is Blue. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Alright, how are we doing? We cleared to 39. Wrong side.
You should have a picture of Blue on one of your Frontier planes.
Bro, that would be amazing.
Sick.
That's a good idea. Take a picture of Blue and put him on the back of a Frontier plane. Oh, I gotta do that. And what's funny is like people, like I would stream this livery and people would think this is a legit livery. I gotta do it before they merge with Spirit, or the colors and stuff might change. But yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. Probably put it on one of the tow lists or something. Maybe I'll make one for Microsoft, we'll see. But yeah, seatbelt signs are off, so you guys are free to chill and do what you want to do. I'm actually gonna bring the music back here, just lowly in the background. Again, we have about an hour, 41-minute total flight. We are an hour, 17 minutes out right now. We're still, thankfully, still within Center's control, so we'll be hanging out with him for a while. So again, huge thanks to ATC for coming out today and really making this flight really even more enjoyable than, I mean, it would have been great anyways, but it's just special when you have ATC in the area, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're at 30, we're climbing to 39,000 feet. What's a good entry-level flight simulator setup for PC? Oh, look at those contrails back there. Well, I would say the cheapest way to get in would be Microsoft Flight Sim. And then pick yourself up a joystick. And it depends on your budget, right? If you want to go real cheap, you can buy the cheapest joystick you can find, and that'll work. It's better than working with an Xbox controller. Now, right now, I'm using an Xbox controller just to move the camera around. But if you want to fly and really enjoy, like really have the best experience flying, it's best to get some type of joystick. So right now, I'm using the TCA Airbus one, which works good for anything. I can fly Airbus with this, I can fly Boeing with this. I also have the Thrustmaster T16000 one, but there's also Logitech ones out there. There's a lot of different brands. You don't have to use Thrustmaster just because it says it up there. So whatever works best for you, I recommend looking at reviews and stuff like that. Because I know everybody's budget is different. That's why I say that, because some people may want something more high-end. They may want a yoke and get a honeycomb yoke or a Thrustmaster yoke or a freaking Yoko yoke. Look at that, those little mountain range down there. That's pretty nice. Yeah, Logitech 3D Pro is one of the cheaper ones you can get. So, but again, don't, you know, it can be a temporary too. You can be like, hey, we'll start here, like, because you could be a person that is just getting in the flight sim, but you're not really 100% sure this is something you're gonna spend a lot of time with, right? You don't want to spend a ton of money on something you're not gonna have time to use, or you're not gonna have time to play, right? So if you are a person that's not gonna have a whole lot of time and you just want to have a kind of a casual experience, then yeah, go for something that's much cheaper and enjoy it. Whatever works best for you is fine. Don't let people make you feel bad because you're using a cheap thing, right? You know, you use what's best for you. I started out with the black and orange T16000 Thrustmaster joystick. That's my first ever joystick I ever owned. I bought that when I got my PC, and now I have a bunch of stuff, you know. So it's really cool to see the progress, and so I've had a lot of experience with that. How does the Thrustmaster yoke compare to the honeycomb? You think you may upgrade when PMDG 737 drops? And I'm telling you this much: a lot of people are gonna buy that yoke when the PMDG drops, because I was gonna say this: if I had to choose between honeycomb yoke and Thrustmaster's yoke starting over right now, I would probably pick the Thrustmaster one. It just feels so much better and more authentic, especially if you're an airliner person. If you're an airliner person, it's no competition, to be honest. But if you like flying GA and little Cessnas and you're doing it for training, like if you're planning on like being a real pilot and you're training, you know, you got to fly some Cessnas and some Barons, some twin engines and turboprops and stuff like that, then you might want to hop in the honeycomb first, because that's going to give you a better experience to mimic your actual flight training than the TCA one. But either way, you're not going to be disappointed. They're both great yokes. Matter of fact, I started out on Microsoft 98 playing with my keyboard and mouse as it, and then when I first got into X-Plane, I was playing with not an Xbox controller, but a PlayStation controller. I had mapped everything to my PlayStation controller, and that's how I flew all of my planes. I did that for like years, man. I played X-Plane with a PlayStation 4 controller for a while. Now, am I going to fly over Botswana or Zimbabwe or both? You know what? That's a good question. Let me show you. Let's hop over to Sim Toolkit Pro, and I'll show you guys our entire route today so we can see what countries we're flying over. As we're heading north still out of Johannesburg. I thought I brought the music back. Apparently I got distracted and I didn't click the button. So we're going to click the button again. Yep. oh boy, got some Afro beats in the background. Loving the vibe, loving the vibe. Enjoying a ride. All right. Where is OBS? There it is. Okay, and here we are. All right, this is SimToolkit Pro, and this is our map. So, this is all the whole continent of Africa, massive. And we down here in this little green area. So all this green is showing where ATC is. So I highly recommend, if you are free right now, if you don't want to fly with me, it is all good. But fly in Africa. They got ATC out here, and they got some great controllers doing their thing. So took off out of here, fully staffed. Fully staffed out of Johannesburg, heading north.
Johannesburg area, good day. Continue climb flight level 230.
Continue climb flight level 230, Romeo, Bravo.
So yeah, we're gonna fly kind of next to Zimbabwe. I don't know if this is yeah, I think this is considered Zimbabwe right here. Yeah, so we're kind of gonna fly over Zimbabwe a little bit, and then we're ending up in Zambia. I don't know where Botswana is. Oh, Botswana's over here. Now we're not gonna touch Botswana. Not today. Limpopo.
4418, just confirm you're maintaining flight level 370.
Rustenburg, Northwest.
Taking flight level 370, Delta 4418.
Nice, Danny just decided to fly from Lusaka to Harare, or Zimbabwe.
You are maintaining flight level 362 for me.
Hey, wait, I like it, bro. Alright, that's our route. It's pretty simple, straight up. Top of the Zint should be over here by this massive lake.
Yeah, that's right. I had to reset my temperature. Sorry about that.
What lake is that? Let's go to overlays. We'll switch over to satellite and see what it really looks like. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we got like city, and then nothing. I love Africa. I really do. What's the name of that canyon? We flew out here in Africa once, and we flew through like this. It's like the Grand Canyon of Africa. And I don't remember where it was or what the name of it was, but it was a lot of fun. That was a while back that we did that.
And Romeo, Bravo, for your arrival into Kinshasa, you are clear for the Ketok 1 Charlie arrival for the ILS runway 06.
Alright, and these are our charts here. So this is Navigraph. See, we took off out of Johannesburg. Here's our departure.
Right, Ketok 1 Charlie on...
we've already flown outside of it, so we're not going to see our plane. But if we go over to where we're going, we'll see that the airport we're landing at has one runway, 13,000 feet. Should be plenty. Elevation 3,781. We are kind of planning for runway 10, but you know, we don't. It depends on the wind, so we'll wait a little while to check on the weather. It could change to 28. Either way, we'll be fine. There's a grass field here, 2,700 feet grass field, and then hopefully we'll fit in this tiny little area here. It's a pretty small airport, it seems like. Yeah, airport elevation 3782. Kenneth Kwanda International in Lusaka, Zambia. And then ILS 10, pretty basic. Kind of transition at Lusaka, do a quick procedure turn, come back in. If we do that. What I tried to do though was try to get this arrival in there. Coming in over the lake at IXELO. Going IXELO 1 Alpha. This way to Apros, and then from there we'll do the rest of the approach in the runway 10. So that is planned as of right now, but as of always, things can change. So I'm gonna leave that on the arrival portion, and we'll hide that and head back to our flight. Yeah, I love Navigraph. I really do. Really do. Pushback drivers work for an airline typically, and it's a chill job. You can do a bad job and it doesn't really matter as long as you didn't hit anything. That's pretty true. Yeah. Working a ramp is pretty easy. As long as you're not late and you don't hit anything, then you're okay. Those are like the two main things when working on the ramp that you have to watch out for, is being late and hitting stuff. Being late is not as bad as hitting stuff. Hitting stuff is the worst. You can get fired for hitting things, because if you hit stuff, it costs hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. Oh yeah, Victoria Falls. Cool, thanks kids. Table Mountain. The Great Rift Valley.
Romeo Bravo, negative. I cannot give you flight level 300. I can give you flight level 290 or flight level 310 due to the semi-circular rule.
Nice Gaming says you're in
Flight level 290 will be perfect. Romeo Bravo.
Africa
Romeo
and
Bravo,
Kentucky.
290.
Let me turn them down just a little bit.
290 Romeo Bravo.
Africa and Kentucky are the only locations you can see moonbow. What is a moonbow? You're gonna have to explain that, Nightside. What the heck is a moonbow? Like a rainbow in the moon? Like what? Is that an animal? Look at this weather. So we had some overcast behind us. Now we got this massive opening. A little bit of stuff on the right. A little bit of, like a lot of stuff on the left actually. And then we're going, it's like all clear skies. I like it. I don't know what view to look at. I don't know if I should look this way, if I should look that way. Anybody else have that problem when they're flying? Which way should I leave the camera? Apparently there's a new terminal at Lusaka that the chart does not represent. Well, I don't have any special scenery for Lusaka. We'll be flying into default scenery. Sadly. But, you know, so you don't expect anything highly of the scenery when we get there. What's happening on the Blue Experience this week? I guess I could tell you guys. Hold on, who's coming? It's we got a very special guest actually. I'm really looking forward to this. We have shoot, where's he at? Captain K-Man. Captain K-Man is coming to the Blue Experience tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Eastern? Yeah, Eastern. So I'll be posting that up, and probably shortly after our stream is over, I'll get the graphics ready for it, get it going. We're supposed to do it last week, but I had someone come up, so thankfully he's been patient enough to work with us. Do I remember a channel called Cody Moore? No, I do not. Where are those circles? Great question. Circles. I don't know. What are those circles? I think they're just mountains. It might be roads. It's interesting because it's like it's twisted, right? And the same over here, it's like a twist, like a twist rock. A rainbow that appears over a waterfall under the full moon. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Thank you so much, Lewis Amazon, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Welcome aboard, my friend. Good to see you. Yep, Stefan says ATC is great. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Get some mechanics on board. That would be pretty cool. I would love that. Like, whenever the mechanics come over to the plane on the ramp, like I always want to talk to them because I want to ask like mechanical questions. Like I'm not a mechanic, but for whatever reason, I'm really interested in some of the engineering behind, you know, how airplanes work, how the engines work. You know, if something breaks, how do you fix it, or what does it break? What else does it break when it's broken? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I don't know. It interests me a lot. The same thing with cars. Little dirt strip down there. HD ETA. Oh, great question, bro, and thank you for reminding me. I need to put that up. Here it is, flight info on the top. If you can't see it, it says we are 1 hour and 5 minutes away from Zambia. That is it. 1 hour 5 minutes. Alan Thomas, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good, man. Start a 2K22 series called Blue Balls. Oh man, that's hilarious. Do I think the 737 is easy to fly? You got the 78 and the 74 and Airbus 320 down, but never flew a 73. Interesting, really? You've flown all those planes, but you never flew a 737. That's interesting. Maybe because Microsoft, we don't have one. I don't think a 73 is any more difficult to fly than Airbus. So if you think Airbus is difficult to fly, then you're gonna think 73 is difficult. It's I don't know. I don't really feel like any plane is particularly difficult to fly. You just gotta learn kind of some of the things about it, and that's it. The hardest thing about any plane usually tends to be the systems and failures, not so much the flying of it. That's the easiest part. If you fly one plane, you should be able to fly any. Just get used to kind of how the power works. Danny Rubel started studying aviation engineering a year ago, still enjoying it. Danny, do you do a job or anything as an engineer, or are you just studying it for just to know? Oh snap, we got more ATC just popped up. Take a look, guys. We were flying in this big green box. Now this other big green box around Botswana popped up. I think we're gonna say hello to them in a little bit. And then we got this big green box up here.
And Romeo Bravo, you can report property.
So this is us right here. This is Delta 4418. And he just got the switch to the next frequency, so we'll be getting that soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get mine preset, so I don't have to look for it. I don't want to get caught off guard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I like this track right here. Alright, what is the frequency I need to go to? It is going to be maybe what are we on right now? 1285? Interesting. I don't know which one he told him. Is it 1315 or is it 1261? Let me look real quick. I don't know. We'll just wait till we hear him say it, and we'll just do it. My settings are all set to high, and my clouds are set to ultra. I'll do that, Water Drinker. I'll definitely talk to them. I talked to them the other day, but they were doing a manual startup of one of the engines on the ramp, and went and asked what was going on. So sometimes I feel like I'm just being nosy, but at the same time, I really authentically want to know, like, what are they doing? Like, if something is not working, what are you doing and how are you fixing it? I'm actually a little jealous that Flyboy, he was there the day that they changed the nose gear. I mean, it was like a long delay, so it was definitely inconvenient, and you want to go home at this point. But it's kind of cool to see, like, you know, don't get to see the nose gear get changed from right up next to it very often. You know what I mean?
Johannesburg area.
Do I use a controller to make the aircraft use? Yes, I do.
250, continue top.
Outside the U.S., mechanics are generally known as engineers. Interesting. That's cool. What do I think of the FSFO app? You just purchased it for the CRJ. I have heard of it. It sounds really cool, but I have not tried it yet. So I don't have much to say, except for I've heard of it. Thank you, Flyboy says 126.1. All right, cool. Uno. There we go. In a little bit, I want to bring Discord up because some of you guys in our Discord have been showing some really sick screenshots of your flights, and I want to share them with everybody. So in a little bit, we'll bring up the Discord screen and show that. We probably won't have that much time because we're less than an hour out, but we should have a little bit of time to check it out. So if you have any really dope screenshots you want to showcase, post them on screenshots right now on Discord, and I'll be showcasing a few of those. I know Airbus VIR homie, I think he said he's flying to Denver right now. He's watching us through his Flight Factor A320 iPad. You know the iPad and the A320, he's watching us from there. That's pretty.
And Springbok 116, contact Gabriel control 126.1. Have a safe flight. Cheers.
126.1. Thank you for the ATC. Cheers. Springbok 116 is out. All right, over 126.1. And I never know the names of these areas, so I just say control or center. So I'm just gonna say control. And we're at 390, so that's all over TAVLA. He already knows where we are. I also have traffic. We can see him on the map. We can see Delta ahead of us. Oh, guys, you guys are freaking forgot. I'm so sorry. I feel horrible. You guys, before takeoff, you guys were spamming chrono. Don't forget the chrono. And look, we didn't turn the chrono on. It's okay. Whatever. Doesn't really matter in the sim. All right, let's call them up. Control, Springbok 116, flight level 390. Silence.
Springbok 116, camera and control, good day. Identified level 390 under radar control. Continuous file.
Beautiful. Continuous file, Springbok 116. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Radar contact. And we are just to the west of Soroe and southwest of Francistown. If you guys are locals, you'll know where those are. If you're not, then that means nothing to you. It is okay. Okay, my music completely cut off now. Is that all you got for me? Is that all you got for me? There we go. Love it. BKG, you have X-Plane but don't have the patience to configure it. I understand. I get it. I get it. Like, if you have a sim that works, the last thing you really want to do is go spend a bunch of time trying to figure out a sim that doesn't currently work. You know what I mean? At least not for you. So I get it, man. I 100% understand.
Delta 4418, radar services terminated, Squawk 2000. Contact Harare control 131.
Am I gonna buy the MD-80 when it comes out? Heck yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a day one.
131.5, that's for the waiting.
That's gonna be a day one purchase for sure. MD-80, that's gonna be day one. 737, day one. Phoenix A320, day one. I just hope they don't all come out on the same day, because I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna be day one broke. You have to be kind of weird to be an aircraft mechanic. I feel like you have to be. To be into aviation at all, you just have to be a special kind of person. You do. Have I heard of Malta? No, I have not, Ryan. What is that, man? Was that a place? Because maybe I have heard of it. Ryan, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Brandon Ball, you are going to school right now to become an aviation maintenance tech, and it's the best thing ever. That's amazing, bro. There's some great jobs out there right now. Like, I go online sometimes and I see aviation jobs, and there's a lot of mechanic jobs, like that kind of stuff for aircraft right now. Because the thing is, they're building so many new planes. I mean, again, everywhere, everybody in the aviation industry is hiring every position. So it's so much opportunity out there. Adam 1740, what up, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. The birds chirping just means that Rex is updating. Davo, you almost missed this one, bro. I would have been so upset at you, man. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. This wing view is for you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. We are currently 55 minutes out from Zambia, flying currently over. I don't really know. I can't say where I'm at, 'cause I don't know where I'm at, but we out here in the middle of nowhere, Africa, flying from Johannesburg to Lusaka, Zambia. This was a requested route from a viewer who posted on Discord. Let me see what his name was. Who was it? Who recommended this flight? Because if it's bad, it's his fault. If it's good, he gets the credit. That's how it works when you guys recommend flights. So recommend at your own risk. Thank you very much, Sher Lima Joseph, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the guy. Oh, you know what? Since we're going to Discord anyways, let's go take a look at Discord. Where's it at? Where's it at? Feedback. I'm just gonna open up Discord, whatever, because I don't know where it's at. We'll look for it together.
Radar service terminated, Squawk 2000. Contact radar control 131.5. Bye bye.
131.5. Springbok 116. Goodbye. And he says Squawk 2000. Interesting. All right, so we are on 315.
4418. Estimate overhead is 528.
And we'll see. We'll give him a location this time.
Delta 4418. Roger, just confirm that time again.
Other correction, it would be
We'll do our check-in when he finishes. Or I think he's waiting, so we'll go ahead and jump in. Control Springbok 116 is 390, about 25 miles south of that delta ahead of us.
Springbok 116, Harare Control, good day to you. Maintain flight level 390, report your Mach number.
Mach number. We're at Mach 0.78, Springbok 116.
Springbok 116, roger. Report your estimate for Victor Bravo Uniform.
Standby. We'll report estimate to Victor Bravo Uniform, Springbok 116. VBU. Right here. I'm just gonna go to
Delta 4418.
Perf.
After waypoint
Flight
Victor
plan.
Bravo
Data.
Uniform.
Perf.
Route AXULO Alpha X-ray
No,
Uniform
I
Lima
forgot how to do it.
Officer. So join the AXULO 1 Alpha arrival.
Here it is. Alright, we're 108 miles away. Control Springbok 116 is 108 miles south of Victor Bravo Uniform. Alright, he's gonna give us a bunch of stuff to do, so I'm gonna get my notes ready so I can copy whatever it is he wants us to do. And we'll turn this down.
Springbok 116, just confirm you're 8 miles south of Victor Bravo Uniform.
8 miles south. Negative 104 miles south of Victor Bravo Uniform. Springbok 116.
Makes more sense. Springbok 116, roger. Are you able to give me a time estimate for Victor Bravo Uniform?
14. Standby. I don't think this time is right.
Roger, even if it's just how many minutes from now, just so I can have an idea of the aircraft in front of you.
Okay. What time is it now? 14:18, 14:32. About just less than 20 minutes.
Roger, thank you.
Delta 4418. Center how do you reach?
Yeah. So if
Delta
my time shows
4418
14:18
readability
UTC,
5,
14:19
copy my last.
UTC, and Victor Bravo Uniform says we're gonna get there at 14:32. Then, you know, like 20 minutes, right?
Delta 4418.
Something like that. That's close enough. Thank you, Nathan, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Thank you very much. Come on, welcome aboard, man.
Delta 4418, route Victor Bravo Uniform, then direct.
Because I rewinded the time back. In real life right now, it's actually nighttime.
To join the AXULO 1 Alpha arrival.
And I didn't want to do a nighttime flight, so I changed it.
Okay, active Bravo, Victor Uniform, direct X-ray Uniform Alpha for the AXULO 1 arrival to Delta 4418.
Just confirm that second waypoint is Alpha X-ray Uniform Lima Oscar. I'll send it in chat.
Alright, so it sounds like what he's doing is he's changing our kind of arrival, which is fine.
Alpha X-ray
I think after
Uniform
VBU, he's gonna have us fly direct to EXALO.
Alpha X-ray Uniform Lima Oscar.
Alpha X-ray Uniform Lima
Alpha
Oscar.
X-ray Uniform Lima Oscar. Delta 4418.
I'm gonna get some charts ready to kind of back that up real quick, because he's gonna probably give us the same instruction he just gave him. This is why it's kind of beneficial when you're flying on VATSIM or flying with a friend or something like that, and they're ahead of you. if ATC gives them something, then you know that ATC, you know, is going to give you probably the exact same thing, especially if you're going into the same airport. So it's kind of a cheat way, because like I feel like Delta's getting it harder because he wasn't expecting that change and he's having to try to figure it out. And I'm just on the radio listening to him struggle so that I can learn from whatever it is he's doing. And if me and him were on the phone or on Discord talking or whatever, we could also be kind of explaining and kind of briefing what he's changing, what he's doing. I could help him out even, you know what I mean? If I knew better than he did. I'm not saying I do, because I don't, but if I knew something better than he did, I could help him out as well if we were, you know, talking together. So that's why it's really helpful and really cool flying in group flights with a friend or somebody you know, or even on VATSIM. You can just listen, like pay attention to what's going on around you. If you hear ATC saying, all right guys, we're changing the runway, you're gonna use a different runway now, then you know that. Look at all this dusty desert down below us. Ouch. Yep, so yeah, he just texted me what he got. So he got VBU to IXELO and an IXELO 1 Alpha arrival. So we gotta expect that. We already planned for the IXELO 1 Alpha, which is great, but we did not plan to go direct from VBU. So I will leave you guys on this really nice looking view, actually, of some of this desert and beautiful scenery down there. You're excited to see how the sim runs now that you have 32 gigabytes of RAM instead of 16. Let me know how it works for you, man. Is it a dramatic change? Is it kind of subtle? Like, I'm curious. Christian Ron, we're flying to Zambia in Africa. A little city called Lusaka. Well, I don't know if it's actually little, but it's a city called Lusaka. And this is all Google, or this is all Bing map imagery we're seeing below us. So this is a good representation of what is there in real life. Maybe a little outdated, but it's pretty similar. No, we're not descending yet. We're just cruising at 39,000. Alright, I do need to go in here and change something real quick. I'm just going to check. So, flight plan. We have VBU here. And let's see if we have IXELO. We didn't have that at all. Yes, there's IXELO. So we're going to basically get rid of all this. I'm not going to do it until I confirm that he changes that for us. But we do have IXELO, and from IXELO it's going to go to Apras. So we already have that. That's correct. And then from there we'll do the approach in the runway 10. If we get 10. Or we get, yeah, it's going to be 10. Yeah, because if we would have gotten...
Springbok 116.
Here it comes.
I have a amendment to your routing. Report ready to copy.
Springbok 116, send it.
Springbok 116, continue flight plan route to waypoint IXEMI, and from IXEMI, route direct IXELO Alpha X-ray Uniform Lima Oscar to join the IXELO 1 Alpha arrival.
IXEMI, he gave me something a little different. Is that the VBO? What was that first waypoint you said?
If you can currently, if you follow your filed route, so Victor Bravo Uniform, DUVLO, EXALO, and then IXEMI, India X-ray Echo Mike India, then after that, leave your routing to waypoint IXELO Alpha X-ray Uniform Lima Oscar for the IXELO 1 Alpha.
Copy, I see that. Thank you for the clarification. All right, so Springbok 116 will go from IXEMI direct to IXELO and then continue down the IXELO 1 Alpha arrival. Springbok 116.
Springbok 116, shoot back correct. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, so we just got to delete one waypoint. That's it. So it's I like that he did that. He threw a little curveball at me. I was like, yeah, I can skip all this stuff. I'm so glad I didn't go ahead and change it, because what Delta got ahead of us was VBU straight, I believe, to IXELO. What he's giving us though is all the way to EXALO and then straight to IXELO. So what we gotta do is just delete this one waypoint. So I think I can just hit clear. Let's see. Yeah, and then we'll click on clear again and get rid of this discontinuity. And that's it. We've changed our flight plan. Now it's done. That's all we need to do. That's gorgeous. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, cool. All right, I still got him on my radar here, about 25 miles ahead, 2,000 feet below us. Let's zoom this out and go back outside. How much FPS am I getting right now? I don't know the exact number, but I usually get on average around 32. I don't get a crazy high number at all. So I'm not running 60 FPS right now. This is like 30 something. But I don't have a counter up in front of me, so I can't say exactly how much. I will say though, at the beginning of our stream today, we're using AIG, the model matching, you know, software thing, and I've noticed that with AIG, it does actually significantly drop your FPS if you don't have good already. So like in certain areas, I was giving it a try, like in Atlanta, when there's a lot of aircraft that is loading in, I probably lose about 5, maybe 5 or probably 5 FPS. I think I lose about 5 FPS, maybe 10. Chicago, about the same. Other areas like Boston, places that have like a ton of planes, I pretty much get that. When we loaded up into Johannesburg, I was actually surprised that it wasn't super stuttery or anything like that, so it did pretty well. So if you know, if you're already struggling for FPS, then AIG may not be the best option for you because it does kind of hurt you. But I will say this though, if you're running AIG just for the VATSIM traffic, you should be okay. I'm just saying if you want to use it for AI traffic, because it does inject AI traffic into your sim, and it can make an airport look and feel real busy. So for that feature, if you're interested in that, then maybe, you know, enter with caution. But for VATSIM, it works great. Like all week, when I finally got AIG working, I've been downloading liveries for just all the airlines of areas that I fly in this week. So today I downloaded the South African liveries, all the airlines that fly between Johannesburg and Lusaka. I got them all. I also downloaded liveries for Friday's stream. We're planning on going to Qatar, so we'll be flying a 787. So that's the plan. So I'm getting all my Middle Eastern liveries ready as well, so we can have a nice scene when we fly out there to Qatar. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Which version of FS 2020 am I playing? Microsoft Flight Sim? Don't know how to answer that question, Christian. Thank you, what's up? I'll see you later, man, or welcome to the stream. So far, the flight's been real nice, man. We're contrailing right now over Africa, over the Springboks, and antelope, and all the other types of animals they got down there. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have a choice but to run the latest version of Microsoft Flight Sim. They don't give you the option to run an older version, so we're running the latest version of Microsoft Flight Sim. That's what we're running. Alright, before we have to descend, we're still about 40 minutes out, but I wanted to, as promised, show you guys some of the really dope pictures I've been getting on Discord lately. In our screenshots section. So I'm going to bring up Discord as soon as I find the button for it. Hopefully it works. We'll see. Yep, there it is. Alright, this is my Discord. Yay. And this is a screenshot area. So we got Airbus posting this like it's a... is that a JetBlue 320? Is that the one you just did, flying into Denver? We got Air Canada contrailing at the sunset. That's FS Insane. Pegasus flying EasyJet. Is that X-Plane? That's really dark. I think it's X-Plane. That must be the IXEG. Wait, something's wrong about this photo. Does EasyJet fly 737s? Help me out, chat. Because this might be one of the flight sim sins that we were talking about recently. About like Southwest A320s and WestJet A320s, hint hint, XP. Danny says we're passing Lake Kariba. Is that what he said? I have the premium deluxe version. We'll go ahead and skip over that EasyJet 737. That can't be realistic. JetBlue, left wing view looking nice. Again from Airbus. So I did a couple flights of my own recently. You guys might be surprised. There's another JetBlue right there. Nice. I did a flight yesterday. Avianca A320neo from Washington Dulles to Bogota. it would have been the perfect flight to stream, but it was 5.5 hours long. And so the reason why I did such a long flight, this is a screenshot from it taking off out of Washington Dulles, off the left window.
Delta 4418.
Another one off the left window.
You are 50 miles to run to.
And then this is me pushing back with the new Toolbar Pushback pre-plan, which is so dope, out of Washington Dulles.
Roger, report 1
This is our flight we did last week in the CRJ into Toronto, which is pretty dope. This is Chicago, another flight I did. The Chicago skyline in the background. I also did a United flight. I did a lot of flying the last few days. I don't know. I've been in like the mood to fly. I have a video I'm gonna post of this departure right here. Recorded this whole departure out of Boston in the 320. It was one of the most beautiful departures I had ever had in the sim, ever. So I'm gonna probably post it as a time lapse. It's like 20 minutes long. But probably gonna post it as a time lapse on Instagram Reels. It's not gonna be on YouTube most likely, unless I change my mind. But that's the plan with it. But anyways, it was beautiful. Anyways, enough about my pictures. I want to see you guys' pictures. We got another one from Airbus Fire Department. I'm not sure what airline that is. Looks like JetBlue maybe. It's too dark. Here's another one from, oh, this is the ones, freaking, who is that? It's gotta be Robert. Is it Robert? Yeah, it's freaking Robert. Oh, I love these photos. I'm so jealous. This is P3D right here, looking gorgeous. Wow. I don't say that often about P3D, about it being gorgeous, but something about this guy's simulator. Look at that. I want that plane. I want that plane. I'm not gonna lie, Robert has almost sold me on P3D. It's like this close. Like if I had $500 to throw at P3D, I just might do it. Matter of fact, it'd be a little bit more. I would need to get a new PC because I don't have enough space on this one, or a hard drive. Azerbaijan cargo. That's, oh, that looks good. This inside view, sheesh. Can you play Microsoft Flight Simulator on a Mac? Technically, no. But if you use the Microsoft, there's a way on Mac to make like a second side of your Mac where it's all Windows. And if you do that, I can't remember the name of the program. Somebody else in chat might know the name of it. But if you do that, you can actually install Windows programs on your Mac. But you have to first install Windows on your Mac. So find out how to get Windows on your Mac, and then you can install anything that's a Windows. So yes, technically you could by doing that, but it is not just, you can't, it doesn't natively support. Also, there's the xCloud too. So if you get, you know, the xCloud application, or go to xCloud on your browser on Mac, you can probably play any Microsoft Game Pass game. More reviews, man. These are some great screenshots, yo. Seriously. Look at that right there. Now, he's gonna be real like jealous when we get these planes in Microsoft Flight Sim, because this ain't gonna be nothing that compares to how PMDG 747 is gonna look like on Microsoft. Look at that crack. That's cool. Look at the detail in the glass there. It's really nice. Will my flight to Qatar be a long flight? No, I'm not doing any long hauls. It's gonna be less than 2 hours. Very nice. Very nice. This one too, man. We're gonna be flying this plane soon. This plane's coming out soon to Microsoft Flight Sim. It's already available on X-Plane. It's coming soon to Microsoft Flight Sim, and trust me, I will be flying it. Matter of fact, I have this plane on X-Plane, and I just have not gotten around to it. I don't know. I have to be in a mood to learn a new plane, and I've had the plane for a while, but I just not have the mood or the passion for that specific airframe to go and spend an hour or two learning how to fly. Now that looks like a 767 with some special engines. That looks really, is that engine mod? That's gotta be the engine mod for the 767. That looks real nice. Is that Flight Factor? I think it is. We got the Forza Mercedes. That looks nice. I like that. That's sweet. Is that me? That's not me. That's somebody else. Nice. Joey Games taking off out of Bristol. Now it's EasyJet right there. Ethiopian representing, walking fruit, flying Ethiopian Airlines. I think that's X-Plane. I'm pretty confident that's the Zebo. or it might even be the level up. And then the homie Lasagna finally joining this DCS. I'm still working on the schedule, but I'm hoping to do our next DCS World stream next Friday. Not this Friday coming up, but next Friday. I'm hoping to go back on DCS. So I got Frontier Flight 321, another one from Fruit Loops. What is this, an A330? Yeah, A330 Neo, Team USA, Delta, from Just Yarn. Now this looks good. Who is this? From far away, that looks like a real photo. This one right here looks like a real photo. If you don't look too close at it, you would think that's a photo. Good job, man. Your sim looks good, Lasagna. Good job, man. Robin Mall flying in. I think that is the Piper Turbo Arrow. I love that plane. Got some wing views here. Got somebody rocking AIDA Airways. And got some more love for Alaska, North Caribou Air. Yeah, I'm gonna be flying that plane. Got some AFD rocking the. Is that the Caravan, or is that's a Caravan? It says Caravan right there. I thought it might be a Kodiak. How much longer are we having the flights? We have 32 minutes. ETE currently flying over Zimbabwe right now. So we'll go back to the main screen here a little bit. There ain't too much to look at. I just want to give you guys some credit on some of y'all's great screenshots you've been posting. I like this right here. That looks nice. It's really dark to kind of see on screen, but like I like the lighting effect there. Now that's another nice one. This makes me want to play Forza a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. 3310A, hello, what's up? Aviation Nexus says your absolute favorite airliner is a Boeing 757-200. Expected early 2023 from what you hear. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm personally considering, that looks really nice. Man, the detail in Forza is crazy. I'm considering flying a 757 next week. I haven't decided yet. Maybe next Monday. I'm debating on maybe flying a 75. Since we flew the 76 and it's pretty similar to the 75, it won't be too hard for me to figure out how to fly that. So I'm thinking about it. I'm not making any promise.
Report overhead waypoint IXEMI.
Springboat 116 will report over IXEMI. Let me go check where we are because I'm not sure how far away we are from that point. Wrong side. Alright, so we look at our flight plan here. We have IXEMI here coming up in about 50 miles. And where's our, when do we need to descend? That's the next question. When do we need to like start going down? Because I don't know. I don't actually know. We don't have VNAV yet in here. But we will soon, I hope. So if we look at our chart, so I'm gonna bring this up again. So sorry to keep putting windows in front of your faces, but it helps. It helps. So I'm gonna bring up that over to Navigraph, and if we look at the arrival, this is the IXELO 1 Alpha. Our airport elevation is 3,782. I don't see any, there's no altitude restrictions. He might just give us something. Here's the Zambia Zimbabwe country border right here, right over IXELO by that lake. So yeah, I don't really know when we need to descend. I hope ATC will give us an altitude, because if not, we'd have to just kind of probably plan for 6,500 or 7,000 feet here. We don't want to be going 70 miles at 6,500. That's not okay. Because this right here is 70.0. That's how long this gap is. So 70 miles. And the lowest altitude you'd be approved to fly is 6,500 because the mountains go up to 5,000 over here, 7,000 over here, and so that's what that is. So we'll kind of wait to hear what we hear from ATC. I'm not sure if we'll get ATC at the airport, but it looks like we're gonna get ATC at least probably for our descent, which would be good. Either way, we're going to be expecting runway 10, and our localizer is 110.3, CRS is 101, and we might, I don't know, again, it depends whether we are controlled or not. I don't know if I want to do the full procedure turn here or just go right into a right base into landing. So we'll kind of play by ear as we get closer. But thank you to Jamil for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Roy family. It's good to see you. Welcome aboard. We're almost there. Almost there. It's been a good flight so far. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, but to use the calculator, I don't really call it a top of the descent calculator because it doesn't really help. I mean, it does help, don't get me wrong, but you gotta also know how low you want to go. So say we do put 6,500 in here, then we need to descend 102 miles out. Thank you, Andreas, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Roy family. Thank you so much. And then what I would do after that is I would actually go over here and say, what's the name of that waypoint we want to be? So Apras, maybe we want to be at 6,000. Yeah, would that make sense? Yeah, that would make sense. So say we'll be at 6,500 at Apras. What we want to do is actually go down to progress and type in Alpha Papa Romeo Alpha Sierra and put that right here, and that's going to give us our bearing and distance to that waypoint. And then so it says here, oh I forgot I moved it. It says over here 102 miles away from the goal altitude or goal waypoint we need to descend. So to descend and be there at Apras, we want to descend 100 miles before this waypoint here. And so right now it's 184. So when it gets to about 102, 105, we just hit to descend. And that's basically how we kind of figure it out. But hold on guys, I got a phone call I gotta answer. Let me turn the music up and I'll answer that.
Delta 4418, when ready, descend flight level 160 to be leveled by IXELO.
Descend 160, Delta 4418.
Delta 4418, just confirm level flight level 160 by waypoint IXELO.
160, flight level 160 by waypoint IXELO, Delta 4418.
Difficult.
All right, I'm so sorry, guys. Did somebody call me? I hope not. He said to tell him we're over a waypoint that I don't know if we're over it. I think we're over it. I'm not sure. Are we over it? I think we are over it. Control Springbok 116. I think we're over that waypoint. I'm not sure.
Springbok 116. Roger, no worries. If you could just report 50, correction 70 track mark to run to waypoint IXELO. If you could just report 70 before then.
Copy. We are currently 74 nautical miles from IXELO.
Okay. Well, in that case, when ready, descend flight level 1. Actually, stand by, disregard that instruction. Break, Delta 4418. Report your passing level.
All right. Sorry for that slight break. If you guys are just joining us, welcome aboard.
Springbok 116, descend flight level 290. Expect to cross IXELO, flight level 160.
All right, down to 290. Expect to cross IXELO at 160. Is that correct?
FM.
Copy. Down to 290. Expect over IXELO at 160. Springbok 116. All right, down to 290 right now. Not sure if we can make it that low. 70 miles. This is another good kind of opportunity to test that, right? So we could go out to our descent calculator and look at a 16,000. Oh, wait, wrong button. There it is, 16,000. Okay, hold on. I keep forgetting that my quick camera views are also mapped to my keyboard of numbers, so I have to use a different number. There it is. So yes, it says we can make it at 70 miles.
Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for ride.
I'm a little confused. Why am I confused?
4418, report turning at waypoint IXELO.
I'm confused because I don't know where that particular cabin announcement came from. Did it come from FlyByWire mod, or did it come from the Toolbar Pushback mod? And yes, ambitious pilots, I've been trying to reach out to you. Add me, please. Add me to your, I want to be the voice of your pushback driver. We need to get rid of that robotic voice. We need a real voice. I'm actually working on getting my voice on better pushback for X-Plane as well, or at least having the variation for, you know, they have like 1 million voices for it, but that would be dope. Yeah, hit me up, man. Let's make it happen. As I was saying, 16,000. It says we can make it in. What is going on here? Sync. There we go. It says we can make it in about 70-ish miles, so 60 miles. So it should be okay. If we descend straight to. Okay, no. If we descend straight there, we should be all right. We should be good. I keep pressing the wrong button. But yes, I don't know who that is. I don't know where that voice came from. They said FlyByWire. Okay, that's cool.
Passing level.
That's really cool. All right, guys, we are descending as V1 said. Matter of fact, big.
116, descend flight level 250.
Down to flight level 250, Springbok 116. All right, down to 250. And beautiful, beautiful. By the way, big shout out to V1 Simulations. Matter of fact, if you want to know more about him, he is a real world Airbus pilot. And you can type in !V1 sim, and it should work. Send you to his channel. There it is. So check him out. He's a great guy. Very instructional in the way he does his live streams, and I've always appreciated. All right, so while we're descending, let's go and get our destination data. I don't know that ATC is on. Let's see if there's any kind of ATIS. Oh, sweet. Yeah, man, Lusaka Approach is online. That's pretty sick. We're gonna have ATC. I can dig it. ATIS is not on just yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the METAR here for the the weather. I keep pressing the F button and I keep forgetting I'm over here. We're not over there. We're over here. Thank you, Grover Matic, for subscribing to V1. That's pretty dope, man. Make sure you say hello when you go by, man. I don't know when he's streaming next, but give him a look. Midnight Maverick, welcome to the stream, bro. Good to see you. Our favorite air marshal. Good to see you. Oh, nobody knows. Nobody's supposed to know he's an air marshal. All right, what was I gonna do? Oh, weather. All right, METAR FAOR-FLKK. That's where we're going today. And by the way, ambitious pilots, if you're here, since you're here, I do want to just say a big congrats on your new update to the Pushback plugin. It's a huge game changer. I've been wishing for the exact feature for a long time on Microsoft Flight Sim, so super happy we finally have a dependable, reliable, pre-planned pushback for Microsoft Flight Sim. It's pretty amazing. So been enjoying it. Use it today for our pushback. And you know what we should do one day? We should try and use it for towing and see if it works. Maybe we'll tow ourselves to the gate when we get there. That might be interesting. But anyways, yeah, we're looking good. We're descending. We'll get the seatbelt signs turned back on. And there's that big lake that we mentioned earlier that we saw on the map and on the charts. Oh yeah, I can tell you put a lot of work into that thing, man. It's honestly, the things that you developers are doing with Microsoft Flight Sim amazes me, because there's so many, we hear so much, you know, that, oh, Microsoft is missing this, Microsoft is missing that, or the SDK is this, the SDK is that. So whenever we see a new kind of like groundbreaking type of feature come out for the sim, I'm just like, wow, I don't know how you figured this out, but I can tell that it's just crazy. It says towing is coming next. You're currently programming on the feature. That's pretty cool. All right, nice.
418, roger, maintain flight level 160. Harare service is terminated. Contact Lusaka Approach, frequency 121.3. Thanks for flying, bye-bye.
121.3, W4418.
Beautiful Africa. Do I have voice attack? Not anymore. I used to have it. I never really used it.
116, descend flight level 160, level by IXEMI.
Hold on. Alright, down to flight level 160, level by IXEMI. Springbok 116. Alright, that's gonna be kind of difficult. So we might have to do an OP descent here. Give me a down click on this guy. And I'm gonna bring the speed brakes out. Springbok bringing the spring brakes. Wait, hold on. Say that 2 times fast. Springbok bringing the speed brakes.
Turning waypoint IXEMI.
Copy. Will report turning over waypoint IXEMI. Springbok 116. Springbok speed brake. There we go. If you guys have other flight suggestions like this one, you could always leave them in the feedback section of Discord. Again, you can recommend them here and I'll say, oh, that sounds cool, but then I'm gonna honestly forget. So leave it in feedback for whenever I'm looking for my schedule for the next week, and I can consider it. All right, where's that METAR that I don't think I finished asking for it, did I? Where are we? Let's try it again. Are we gonna make 16,000 feet? That is the question. We have 5,000 to go and about 10 miles. Error. Let me try it on VATSIM. I could also look at the weather in the plane too. I just always forget about that. FLKK, right? Is that right? What? Am I right? Where are we going? What's the name of this airport? Yeah, FLKK. That's right. Foxtrot Lima Kilo Kilo. The METAR doesn't work. Maybe there is no METAR. That is possible. It is a pretty small airport. What is the nearest airport that has weather? Alright, how are we looking? We're at 18,000. Yeah, I just realized there's no METAR there in real life, so we gotta figure it out on our own. I'm gonna go to Sky Vector, my my go-to for looking for things last minute. And there is literally no airport out here anywhere. Wait, here's a Lusaka military base. Maybe they have a METAR. FLLC. Let's see if they have one. Yes, no. Ah, that doesn't have one. Man, all right. Well, how do you get the weather if there's no airport for hundreds of miles? Interesting. All right, how are we looking? We are at 16,000 on the dot. Control Springbok 116 is at flight level 160, making the turn at EXALO.
Springbok 116, thank you very much. Services with Harare are now terminated. Contact Lusaka Approach, frequency 121.3, safe landing, thanks for flying.
It's gonna be 121.3. Thanks for the ATC, my friend, and have a great day. Springbok 116. All right, 1213. All right, now we're over there on approach. Back into the FO seat. As we're flying over IXEMI, flying over the Zimbabwe-Zambia border right now. And we'll call them up and say that we are here. All right. Lusaka Approach. Springbok 116 is level at flight level 160 on the Zulu 1 Alpha.
116, good evening, sir. Recycle squawk 3351.
Alright, when it's squawk 3351, Springbok 116. Alright, there we go. Alright, somebody was trying to give me the weather earlier. Just thank you guys for reminding me that street breaks are still out.
Springbok 116 identified, standby for weather for Lusaka. Descent in flight level 60 at Apris for the ILS runway 10. Vectors for the final.
Down at 6,000 at Apris, expecting vectors for the final. Springbok 116. Alright, another opportunity to use the descent calculator. We're going to use Apris again, so sync our current altitude. We're going to get down to 6,000 feet.
Springbok 116, weather at Lusaka is surface winds 110 at 8, Cav OK, temperature 20, QNH, correction, dew point 18, QNH 1018.
Thank you, we have the weather. Thank you, Springbok 116. Alright, so I'll put that in here in just a second. So 31 miles away from that waypoint, we wanted to send down to 6,000. That's why I want to do that. We go back down. Oh, wrong side. If we go back down here and see, we can just kind of look here. So what was it again? 30 miles. So 31 miles. So we are right now 54. That's what it says right here. We can see it there as well. So it's saying a little bit down to 6,000 feet. I can already put 6,000 here, and when we're ready, just hit the button and we'll descend. But while we're kind of waiting, I want to go down and put in our destination info. So down to perf, next phase, and QNH was 1018. It's always fun flying IFR into airports like these. Like kind of like, I guess it has control, but it's just not a really big airport. Temperature was 20, and then the winds he said was 110/8. So I was writing it down as he was saying it because I knew that I would not remember. And our decision height, if we are to get the ILS, is going to be 4,000. Arrow 4,002. Again, airport elevation is pretty high here. It's 3,782. That's going to put us about 200 feet above the ground. We'll do config 3, full flaps, and that's the plan. So are good to go there. So now we're just waiting for 30, 35 or so miles. Yeah, we'll do 35 miles out from Apris. We'll ascend down to 6,000 feet. And what's our speed? We can speed up. We don't need to go this slow. That traffic ahead of us is he still there? I don't see him anymore. Is he landed? I don't see him.